Hi Narrow Path families, it's Ryan here, and today we're talking about correction versus training. Correction does not equal training. So you say, I've told my kids to put their shoes on the shoe rack over and over again. I gave them timeouts, I've disciplined them, we've had these talks, and that's correction. And there's a place for correction in a Narrow Path family world. But it's not the same as training. So after this has happened and you're surrounded by shoes and you take some time to cool off and you say, how can I help the kids really understand this? Because deep in the core, we've really got to understand that kids want the shoes to be on the shoe rack just as much as we do. Maybe not quite as much as we do, but they want to do exactly what we're asking them to do. They want to be obedient. But somewhere in there, we're missing a point in the training piece. So sometime when it's not deep in shoes and we're not correcting kids, a different time, maybe a couple hours later, maybe the next day, you set aside some time and say, hey guys, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a shoe training. And in fact, it's going to be the best shoe training that's ever taken place. We're going to make sure that it's organized because God is an organized God. We're going to make things be just how they're supposed to be so that our family can run efficiently, just like it's supposed to. Are you guys ready? It's really going to bless our family. Are you ready to bless our family? And they're going to, yeah, they're on board. They want to bless your family. And then you go through and you show how everybody has their own shoe rack and you have to put your own shoes up here. And then you say, okay, look, somebody put their shoes over here on the ground. What do we do? And they go and take those shoes, put them up in the right rack. They're all organized neatly. And then the next day, when they come in and their shoes, they just take their shoes off right there. You say, wait a minute, guys. Do you remember our training? And they say, oh, I do remember the training. I put my shoes right up here, and then I organize them just so that they're in the right spot. And now you can reference the training instead of referencing the correction. You can use that for any piece of behavioral piece that is out there. Every time you correct, understand that the correction is not the training. Training needs to take place at a separate time, a time that's calm, a time that doesn't involve hurry, a time that's been planned out. Those are the things that are going to lead to successful training and a successful walk down the narrow path. Can you continue to work towards the narrow path to that fuller life?